Hey, what's going on, y'all? I just wanted to jump on and say that life is hard initially. It seems like it gets harder before it gets easier, but that's because it's all about sacrifice. You will notice that those who pay the price early and get it over with do the seemingly so-called hard things first. They wind up having ease later in life, as opposed to those who take the shortcut and try to cut corners and avoid the hard things. It eventually winds up getting hard anyway, so you're not beating the process. When I say hard or that life is about sacrifice, sacrifice just means exchange. I'm not talking about creepy Illuminati blood sacrifices, but it does take a sacrifice and it does take blood. Scripture tells us that the life is in the blood. So all I'm saying is that if Jesus said in order to follow him, we must deny ourselves or die to ourselves, I mean, that itself is ego. So the shedding of blood means that we need to shed the identity of our ego self, or this human flesh per se, so that we can come into that part of us that is divine. And so in order to tap into the life that we want, it's going to require that we exchange or sacrifice our current life. So that means that we have to sacrifice our worry, our doubt, and our fear for faith, for persuasion, for confidence, for growth. And so, like I said, those that pay the price early get to enjoy the spoil or the reward. So those that pay the price of working out their body and taking their body through resistance and eating right, that's a very real sacrifice. And it's painful in the moment until it's not, until it becomes a habit. But until that point, it's going to be uncomfortable and painful as far as discomfort. But we can't have both. We have to sacrifice one for the other. That is the price of admission, is sacrifice, which is exchange. Those that pay the price then do what they need to do, make it further in life, whether it be vocation, whether it be relationships, whether it be their studies, finances, whatever it is, you have to pay the price. You can't short circuit it. And the scriptures, Jesus said that it was easier for a rich man, for a camel to pass through the eye of the needle. The eye of the needle is a metaphor or a parable. It said that it was a gate in Jerusalem, and the camel had to come to it, and they had to stoop, and they had to squeeze their way through, and so that means that they had to get rid of excess baggage that was holding them down. It's the same thing with us. Scripture tells us that God is abundantly available in tight spaces. That's the NSB translation of Psalms 46, where it says that he is a present help in time of trouble. So that means that we have to go through the tight spaces in life in order to shed the weight and things that we don't need to get to where it is that we want to go. And it's just that simple. Sacrifice.